What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. A very happy Saturday. It is Saturday, January 7th, and I hope you all are doing well wherever you're at in the world at the time you find this reaction. Happy 2023 to all of you joining me for the first time this year, and especially to those of you joining me from Bilibili. This is one of my most anticipated reactions of the year so far, since the year just started. But definitely one of my top reactions for the winter season, and one that I have a large amount of nervousness for. NieR Automata version 1.1a, which is the direct animation adaptation to the 2017 sensation, considered one of the greatest games in the modern era, NieR Automata. I gotta tell you, out of all of the game to anime adaptations that we've gotten in recent time, whether it's a gacha game to anime adaptation or a main game to anime adaptation, this definitely is at the top, or at least close to the top in recent years, of being one that cannot miss. It's just not going to be able to miss. So NieR Automata is a game that needs no introduction or explanation, but I'll give a brief one anyway. Let's remember that humanity, thousands of years into the future, has been forsaken. It's been completely wiped out, and the remainder of humanity has moved to Earth, has moved to the moon. They can't move to the planet that they've been kicked out of, but they have moved to the moon, and they have ultimately created what is known as Yorha, to basically take on missions to ultimately take back and eradicate the machine life that has been brought about by the aliens that ousted them from their place of living. And so we're going to be following the story primarily of 2B and 9S, and later on we're also going to have introductions from A2, and of course our other characters that will be helping us along the way, particularly with Pod 042 and Pod 153, which those who've played the game know their grand presence in the game, particularly for those that made it through all of the endings and got to the true end. So I want to start this with a confession. I didn't finish the game, but I have seen quite a bit of snippets of the ending versions of the game, including what happens when you, the great player, go through 130 plus hours of gameplay just to graciously sacrifice your life so that, and when I say life, sacrifice your save file, which basically is your life, in order to help another brave soul see the true ending of the game. Now, I gotta tell you guys, I'm really excited about this. I really am excited about this. A1 Pictures has put their name on this. They have committed that they're going to be as true to the adaptation as possible. Yoko Taro, who is the original producer of NieR Automata, is participating with this production as one of the main screenplay individuals, and there's so much writing on this adaptation. You know, there are many game to anime adaptations that we get that are really hit and miss, and I'm normally relatively lenient with them. In recent times we had, Girls Frontline, which didn't really hit the mark, and we had Arc Knights that did relatively well. We've had some other ones throughout time that have been hit and miss, but this is one of those that either it's going to pass or it's going to fail. So I'm just going to tell you guys right now, it's either going to get a 10, an 8, or a failure, or a failing grade, which is a 5 or below. There can't really be in between because there's no room for error. One thing that the NieR Automata series is truly known for, it's just dynamic storytelling capabilities. The fact that we started the game off with what seemed like a textbook mission, we're making, these humanoid robots to go and try to reclaim what humanity has lost. But as you start going through the game, you realize that all hell is just breaking loose left and right, that there is no happiness. I think that really the happiest that I ever was before I had to take a break from the game was literally in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the game. Because as you start really picking up the pieces of what's really going on in this story, in this environment, what's really happening with people like 2B and 9S, it's a really tragic tale. And it just gets worse and it never gets better. But the music, just the incredible dynamic of the music, the art, the world building that really sucked you into the environment that was NieR Automata, truly made it one of the best. Now, another confession is I had never played any of the NieR games at all prior to NieR Automata. So it was really, for me, I was just blown away. And to see this game have the love that it got was shocking at first, but when I realized what was really involved, I realized that, wow, this really was a magical game. And 2017 was truly blessed as a year to have gotten the game. So now we have an anime adaptation, and there's a lot riding on it, and it looks good, but the only way we'll know if it's good is by watching it. So I'm pretty stoked. I hope you guys you got your seatbelts fastened and you're ready for the ride, because if it's anything like the game is, which it should be, and hopefully it'll be, it's going to be just one depressing episode after another after another. So it is time to restart our journey with 2B and 9S again as we start episode 1 of NieR Automata version 1.1a. Man, this is going to be sad. Let's go ahead and get this first episode started in 3, 2, 1. Because the fighting just kept going on and on. It just never gets better. Nice introduction to the battle and how it's going to look. It looks nice. Looks nice so far. Ooh. And the music definitely is setting the atmosphere. We're definitely where we need to be, at least in this first minute. Oh, that's smooth. I have faith that there's not going to be any issues with the animation. With A1 Pictures behind this, my confidence is definitely where it needs to be. Consistency is going to be the real big key here. Yep, because 9S is there doing information reconnaissance. And like I said, I don't remember a lot of the game. So for the most part, my mind's going to be really fuzzy here and there. So it'll basically be me just reliving this story again as if I didn't know it to start with. Hey, Miss Badass has a rock. Uh-huh. Oh. All right. Let's get this started. Oh. Oh, wait. It is, yes! Yes, it's one of my favorite things. I knew it. Look, this show gonna be good. I'm just declaring it now. It's gonna be a 10. It better be. Oh, they got one of my favorite singers. Yes. Again, I had kept myself pretty isolated from who the opening and ending singers was gonna be, so I'm stoked. Oh, yes. They could not have chosen a better person. Escalate. Oh man, this is gonna be so sad! Glory to mankind! It's gonna be so sad! I am not ready! Oh man. That opening. Here we are. My boy, what's up, my boy? That's right, because there were supposed to be a whole lot more people than just 9S and 2B, but her whole team got wiped out before they ever even got through. Again, it's a little different, but it's good. I like it. I like how the animation is so far. And she just knows she a badass. All the extra. I'm all here for it. Oh. Let them know. Hey! That's what I'm talking about. Bring the soundtrack in. Yes! I wasn't sure if they're going to use all the songs from the game or if they're going to try to do originals, but I'm already gonna know I'm gonna be happy here. Mm. Were you telling her all this unnecessary stuff that she ain't interested in? Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, because at this point they're making machines in the thousands of tens of thousands. Look at the game, just talking a little too much. However, it's critical information for understanding everything to come later. Yeah. But y'all definitely have emotions. Yeah. Oh man, so happy to have someone with him. Yeah, because at this point they've been away from Earth so long, they would have picked up on everything. Mm. Of course. Oh damn. Yep. Yep. Here we go. Also, I gotta tell you, fights in the game were such a pain. It took me quite a bit of adjustment in the early stages. And it was such a unique fight style, too. Really enjoyed it. Really fun game. I really need to go back and just finish the damn thing. And all 5 endings now. I mean, she can't fly like you can. You have the resources. Oh, hacking. Yes. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, because hacks only last for so long. Of course, it won't be that easy. Damn. I forgot how bad he got messed up in early. Man, he got messed. Man, I ain't gonna lie, hit me with the Ghost in the Shell vibe there for a moment. Whew. Oh. It's just wild because these machines because of how long they've been here. They're just so strong. The odds are just always forever against the Aura. Just forever. This is crazy how they feel so much pain and emotion despite the fact that they're humanoid robots. Would they even get here in time? Ain't no damn way. Like, at all. Ugh. It's just things happen so fast in the blink of an eye. Because everything did move pretty fast, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Glory to mankind. And that definitely hurt to be. Yeah. Chapter 1, or not to be. Hey. Yes. Hey, the multiple endings! Puppet Show, your Automata 2B and 9S. Oh. Oh, what is this? Indeed. Yo, you gotta slow it down for the people that don't know anything. Suffolk was in the bunker. Yo. I like how they did that too. Okay, so one thing I want to say for those who didn't play the game. So basically, like getting rid of your OS chip, for example. If you were to sell your OS chip, that quick flash through the credits to the end, that is basically what will happen. You will trigger the bad ending. It will just rush through, and it's basically, I guess you could say, for those who play Doki Doki, that's a good comparison there. And if you remove any of the characters, like if you try to remove Monica or somebody before you even start the game, it breaks the game, starts a bad end, and it gives you the bad end, and then you see Zeri hanging herself. Well, that's basically what it does here if you do things that you're not supposed to do. So, as they said, there are multiple endings to this game, and it looks like they're going to do their best to incorporate some of those bad endings through various points of the ending credit scene. So that was a nice tribute and flashback to the experiences that we went through in the game. So with that said, my opinions. First, I'm really happy that they did do that, because I know with these type of shows, just like with any type of video game gone anime, but especially something with the world of NieR, there's a lot going on. Even for me, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming because things tend to go a little bit fast, and you might need to rewatch 2 or 3 times to truly understand what's actually happening. That was actually one of the beautiful moments that captivated people and had people motivated to go through and replay each version of ending A, B, C, D, and E through the original game, because every time you played through, it was always something you missed about the robots, the dynamic of the robots with each other, the interactions that happen between 9S and 2B. And I feel that they did a decent job portraying that this world is really wild. The NieR world is just bizarre. And I think that that's the greatest way I can describe this in a nutshell. In one word, to those who this anime may be your first introduction into NieR altogether. It's a really bizarre start. But when things start to add up as we proceed, things are going to start putting themselves together, and you're going to realize that this is a really crazy, unfair world. Already we've now seen 2B and 9S wipe themselves out once, and again, even though they can transfer their data up, if they're not fast enough, it can result in people getting wiped out. So, in 9S's case, he's completely forgot the entire interaction that they had in 2B. So, my negative with this episode will be a negative that I tend to have a lot of times when we're starting off, in which it may have felt just a little bit like Speedrunner. We might have moved just a little bit too fast. Fortunately, I do have enough remembrance of the things that happened in the first parts of the game that it's not a big deal to me. But to some people who might have watched that, you might have felt, wow, she just got there, the squad got wiped out, and now 12 minutes later, 9S is already dead and losing memories and everything and stuff. Oh, wow, now we're back here on the ship, back on the moon where they are at, and now we're just, okay, wow, a lot just happened. And I want to really say that I do believe that they did a good job with the introductory episode, and any concerns I might have had with the speedrunner side of things was dealt with when they did the very brief but present synopsis at the end about the different types, and obviously you might have to go and rewatch that again. But that was also a good refresher for someone like me who has not played the game in a while. So I overall am happy. The art and animation is nice. Again, many of the people who participated in the original game are participating with this adaptation. So that's why I have a lot higher confidence than I would have with people who weren't involved with the game were participating in this instead. And really, I just want to see them be able to portray this story maybe just a tad bit slower, so that you have a little bit more time to really get bought into the environment. The music is there. It looks like they're going to be using all the music from the original game, so I'm very happy about that. Thank goodness for that. We've had many adaptations where they'll try to make their own soundtracks that are not related to the original, and sometimes the mood that you were used to being captivated by in the game, or whatever the adaptation might be, may not be the same when you're watching an anime like this. So looks like we're going to have that, so the music is going to be superior. I'm telling you guys now, the soundtrack to the NieR Automata game phenomenal. And if we're using that music in this adaptation, you guys are going to be blown away by the music. So really, it's just things did go a little bit fast this episode, but I think it was a really great start to the series. I'm happy with what was presented so far. Again, if you're confused right now, even with some of the things I've said, even with other people who might react to this show, don't worry. I promise you the answers will come as the anime goes about. It's a very big environment, a very big world, a lot of moving parts that are happening, and a lot of depression is on the way. So that was our first episode to NieR Automata version 1.1a. I am very happy for this anime to be here. It looks like for the most part, they've dealt with a vast majority of my concerns, and as long as we slow the story up just enough to where people can get more involved with the environment and the things that are happening, I think that this is shaping up to be a really, really great anime for this winter season. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you did like the reaction, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course for those on YouTube, if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. So I will see you guys next Saturday for the second episode of NieR Automata version 1.1a. Until that time, catch you later.